He said he will be coming. Maybe he's on the way. I don't. He told me he sent me one email that he's on. And I was also told me that he is now in West Bengal, India, and unable to do anything. He said he had gotten a statement elsewhere. I asked him why. He said, I'm busy now.
India Council City. It is 1:30, so let us start. Some people, some expect people haven't come, but there are people from 8 countries, so let us start our talk. Thank you very much for coming. I am the president of World Party and founder. Then first of all, I introduce chairman and Mr. Raman, and chairman for internet, Mr. Konjaku Ide, Jayde, I introduce. So after this introduction, Mr. Rahman will speak. I'm not so good at speaking, but Mr. Rahman will speak very, very well. So please, Mr. Rahman.
Good evening. Respected Chairman, Directors, President from different country, delegates, and members of the World Party Nepal audience. I welcome you today's World Party Third International Convention. I must pay my thanks and gratitude that you have taken a lot of pains and pains to overcome this international convention. The presidents of different countries, I must pay you thanks. After having lot of job, you have attended our meeting. Last but not least, the man who is in behind the World Party, who has thought, who designed, who shown the dream to establish the Third World Party, Mr. Toshio Suzuki is the man behind it. I must congratulate Mr. Toshio Suzuki, and on behalf of our convention, I must pay clap to him. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toshio Suzuki is running 68 years old. He is an economist. He sacrificed his life for humanity. He thought poverty is the one of the barricades for the world. He felt unnecessary violence, unnecessary conflict, unnecessary use of weapon, unnecessary fighting. That's why he considered there should be a parliament that would be the world parliament. There should be a federation that will be the world federation. And after that, the people will find out the peace. He could distinguish in humanity. There are two groups of people. One is woman, another is man. He find out there is no difference among the humanity, but every people will never be rich man, but everybody has got rights to work. Everybody has got rights to have their food, have their clothes. Everybody should have their own religions, but there should not have any violation. As you say, as a doctor, I added with this, all of we are human. We are having 4 groups of blood. Blood group A, blood group B, blood group O, and blood group AB. If you consider Adam is the first man who carries the blood group A, And Bibi Hawa was the first woman who carries the blood group B. Then you can settle yourself in your mind that there are 4 groups still in the world. So, if we ask for any blood for you, you will not call, you will not say that I need a pint of blood from a Muslim, from a Hindus, from a Buddha, from a Christian, or from 400 religions or more than 4,000 religions. You see, in the earth, there are 4,000 religions, more than 4,000 religions. But there is no difference among the group of blood. It means we are having from same origin. We are having same blood. So we should have same right to exist in the earth. Unnecessarily we cannot say the common thing uncommon way. So we must follow the logic. We must say the good thing. If I say I will go to Bangladesh by rickshaw, it is a nonsense talk. So we must say that I will go Bangladesh by aircraft. So the Toshio Suzuki wants to adopt these things. He wants to adopt the World Parliament, World Federation, and by this everybody can have their job. That is the human rights, and everybody can save their life without and less fighting and unnecessary use of power by our United States of Asia. You have seen they are sometimes like they fought in the Iraq or in the Libya. Unnecessarily, they are not abided by the United Nations even. So he wants the World Parliament should be more powerful than that of the United Nations. With this, I want to conclude, and I want to request someone, that is, he will come and he will talk, speak for next meeting and next continue. In that case, I will call Santosh Sharma. You are requested to come and please deliver your speech. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you from our convention, Third World Party Convention. Oh, let's hope for better life and for good food, for good fellowship. We are privileged to serve. Thank you very much.
Hello, namaste. Thank you, Dr. Habibur Rahman, a great scholar and a great man of great vision. For his dynamic personality and very much good thoughts, and he highlighting on the aspects of the old party. I would like to welcome all of you coming from different parts of the world to Nepal. Thank you very much for coming to Nepal, and especially I would like to thank to Your Excellency Toshio Suzuki for his dynamic, great contribution in forming old party. Thank you very much for coming to Nepal. Thank you so much.
Now I request Mr. Pushkat Jagman, World Party Nepal. You are requested to deliver speech. Go to dais.
Good afternoon and namaste, all the friends. Old Party President Suzuki, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you all in our country, and hopefully your stay would be enjoyable. I would like to thank President Toshio Suzuki for holding this old party convention in Nepal. We are very happy to meet all the distinguished participants from different part of the world, like Mexico, Canada, Thailand, Pakistan, India, and also Japan. I wish the grand successful of this historical convention. Thank you, all the friends. Thank you.
Now I request Director Mr. Bhutan Barma, World Party Bangladesh.
Good afternoon and greetings to all. President All Party and Mr. Toshio Suzuki and all party members, thanks to all. We meet each other in here for a better world, where will be available peace, and peace, that is our aim. I am salute and with grateful to Honorable President of All Party Mr. Toshio Suzuki for giving me an opportunity to talk with all people regarding the world peace on behalf of all party delegate. And again, thanks to all who are interested to work for peace and on behalf of as a all party delegate. We observe that there is a great achievement in different fields in 20th century, but that also becomes century of war. Therefore, no new generation of 21st century. You are the basis of our hopes. You will create this century, the century of peace. No more bloodshed. Each individual will be happy. Peace will not come from the sky. Because violence is our creation. Peace depends on us. You should have willpower to face the conflict without using violence, but through dialogue. This century should be century of dialogue. Dialogue is the only way to solve this conflict. A world without conflict is unrealistic. We human beings have different intelligence, abilities, hopes, expectations, ideas, and interests. It is obvious that conflict will be here. Today we have limited natural resources which will be developed conflict. We should challenge this conflict without using force but through dialogue. In order to carry dialogue, we need to determine it. Determination is based on compassion. We should simply respect others' rights and interests. We need a compassionate heart and wisdom to get inner peace. Today, everything is interdependent, from nation to nation to continent to continent. All are heavily interdependent. Today, no nation or people is our enemy, rather part of ourselves. Therefore, destruction of enemy is actually destruction of our own self. Using violence is meaningless. In ancient time, defeat your enemy was your victory. But today is destruction of your neighbor and yourself. Today, the concept of war is outdated. Theory of inner defense with developing holistic view can bring world peace. A compassionate mind with wisdom can bring peace in individual's mind. That peace will be extended to his family, community, leadership, politician, and businessmen. People from this kind of society will be different. This is a way to world peace. Modern education concentrate only external materialistic development. Education institutions should also take responsibility of moral values. Complete elimination and destruction is impossible, but we should not let anger and hatred disturb our inner peace. Our smart intelligence helping anger and hatred could destroy your inner peace of mind. It can make you lose your sleep, digestion, appetite, physical strength. Only you will suffer with constant anger. Hatred is something that only deserves to be thrown away dustbin. One with unbiased, compassionate, infinite level of certainly have peaceful mind, even difficult situation. Some countries do not have any army. All their mind, even difficult situation. Some Our aim should be determined to be the world. Yourself should be peaceful, and when you reach that peace of mind, you should extend the light, sharing stone in pond. May it brings happiness in all being life, not only human life. May longevity all party activity and speech all over the world. Let we try to bring a better world for all by world party, which is the main and basic objective for all. Thanks to all.
Thank you, Uddam Barua, the director of Wall Party and from Bangladesh. Now I request a man behind the Wall Party, the man who designed, the man who think, Mr. Toshio Suzuki, president of the Wall Party, are requested to deliver his valuable speech. Mr. Toshio Suzuki. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. People are very less than expected, so we have a lot of time. So we can speak as I like. So I thought I will speak for 10 minutes, but I can speak like a lecture of a university. So please lead. Please take this two presentations. One is presentation for today. Yes. Another paper is presentation World Party Declaration that we must adopt. This I explained this taking a rather long time because there are some absent people. So I take a long time. This speech must be finished 3 o'clock. So I guess I and other people Basatel Singyama, Mr. Muhammad Nayamaduka, Mr. Eski Habibulama, he spoke before. So, Mr. Rama, do you speak different speech again? No, please. At the last, okay. Then I will speak 30 minutes or so. Well, because some people are different and absent, so I explain this taking a lot of time. Now, please take this one. Presentation at the third World Convention today, not declaration, please. Okay, not declaration. Please read this. This I explain very slowly. You see, as written here, problem of the present world. So there are many problems in this world, but there are 3 big problems. One is war and the conflict in many parts of the world. Second, poverty, and third, destruction of environment. And there are many other problems, but these These are very, very basic and important problems. Here, I explain this. This war and conflicts are reduced by the World Federation, and the destruction of environment can be reduced. These are basic. I explain poverty because this is a little bit mistake. Before that, I want to explain basic benefits of World Federation. Then, please, page 3. Can you show page 3? This basic benefits. So I explain 3 benefits. And 1, World Federation can reduce or prevent the war. This will lead to the reduction in deaths and wound of people by war, in the destruction by war, and in the military expenditure. And this is the common sense. In the World Federation, war is reduced. Second, World Federation can issue the international common currency. This will lead to the removal of fluctuation of exchange rate. So now 1 rupee is 0.9 yen like that. This is the exchange rate. And $1 is 111 yen like that. This can be removed because in the World Federation, currency is only one. So there is no exchange rate. This is the second benefit. The third benefit, World Federation can provide employment to all the people. This will lead to the eradication of poverty. And this is very important and very difficult to understand. Prevention of war and the removal of fluctuation of exchange rate are very easily understood. But the third, World Federation can provide employment to all the people. This is very difficult. So I explained this in more detail. This is written in the first page. Please. Mr. Konjak, first page. First page. First. One page. One page. This explains the mechanism of poverty. This is not a common sense in the present world, but I think in the future this thought will be a common sense. First of all, excuse me. No, I'm sorry. This. Second page. Yeah, this this is mechanism of poverty is written. Mechanism of poverty is written. Free competition and private ownership system, namely capital. So in the world, like here in this world, in the world, it's free competition and private ownership. So rich people are very rich, poor people are very poor. So this is capitalism. We are in this world. So if we are in this world, what will happen? Then second, companies employ people. So many companies employ people. People, but this phenomenon occurs. Rate of profit falls. Rate of profit means profit. For example, from $1 million investment, if profit is 10,000 means 1%. 1%. If profit is 1%, this is a profit. From 100 yen investment to 1 yen profit, this is profit is 1%. So this company rate of profit falls. Rate of profit means like this, and this is a Marx's law of the tendency of the rate of profit fall. What does this mean? Well, Marx's rate law. This is in general not supported because Soviet Union, USSR collapsed in 1990. So many people thought Marx is wrong, but now recently his thoughts are reconsidered. How? This is my interpretation. Then, so rate of profit falls. What what is the mechanism? Then rate of profit rate when Japan invest into many countries like Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, recently, of course, in Nepal, invest and employ some people. But in this process, industrial reserve army emerged and people employed. This shows some people are employed by investment, and some people are not employed. This is a industrial reserve army. And these people emerge. And I explain more in more detail. When, for example, why does developed country like Japan or recently China invest to poor country? So that is simple. Wage is low, so they invest. So if for example, in Nepal, some people are employed. So that let's down. But you need not to move down. That figure. Fix. So some people are employed. So their wage is lower than Japanese. So when Japan can construct a company, they employ people in Nepal or in Philippines or Thailand. And some people are employed, but their wage is low, but they can get better wage than unemployed people in industrial reserve. They are employed. They are not employed. They can get better. Don't move. Okay, don't. Fix. Okay, like people employed. The wage is high, no wage. This is a poverty mechanism of poverty. And in many countries, employed people can live somehow, but there are unemployed people, industrial reserve army. So basically, why people are there are poor people? So because there are no job. There are many people who has no job. they are not working hard. That nothing because they are working hard, but no, not working hard. That's not they have no job, so they are not working hard, and they are poor. And poor, rich people can get because they can get the job. Poor people cannot get job. So because poor people are not because they are working hard, but they have no job. So they are poor. This is a mechanism of employment. So to eradicate poverty, this must be employed. So employment must be provided. Then poor people will reduce. And this is the basic thought. So then how can we do it? How can if in the world of capitalism. They must get profit, so they cannot employ people without profit. If there's no profit, they cannot employ. This is capitalism. But it's a World Federation. Government can learn with no profit. So they can employ this people. Again, industrial reserve employ by providing them job. But there's no profit from this one. There's no profit, but they employ. So people can disappear. In the world of capitalism, so they cannot employ this. So this in the World Federation, poor people can be employed. Thus, poverty can be eradicated or reduced. This is the basic mechanism in the World Federation. In the World Federation, it is not capitalism. It's not capitalism. So people can be employed. This is basic theory. Next, I want to explain this. Page 5, please. Page 5. This is a basic thought of World Federation. And this page 5, it's written in page 5. So basic structure is that in each country, for example, China, 188 delegates come to World Parliament. USA, 44 delegates. Japan, 80 delegates. Like this, total delegates are 1,000 delegates. So this is a World Parliament. And then in the first stage, it can enact means establish constitution in the constitution. This has no legislative power, no legal power, only customary power, World Parliament. Then, if this works well, Constitution of World Federation is enacted by World Parliament. this world parliament, this, and by this constitution, World Federation is established. The main body, supreme body is World Parliament. World Government is not a supreme body. World Court is not supreme. World Parliament is the supreme body. And basically, it is composed of 1,000 members. Then, next page, please. Okay, so, okay. First of all, 1,000 members, but this is too much from China. From China, 200, so this can be reduced. This is a mechanism of removal of members. So at first, members are 1,000. And if 10% of 1,000 is 100. 100 members object to the other member. So this member is not so good. We should remove 1,100 member object 10%. In this case, they must be examined like this. If 500 or less from this 1,000 members, 500 or less rejects the removal, opposed to the removal, this is removed. If this 501 or more object to the removal, he is not rejected. Like this, first objection is 10%. 10% of 1,000 members. This is 10%. Then, in next place, it is reviewed. 500 or less is less than or just 50%. In this case, he is removed. And this not removed. If do like this, in this process, in a year, if this happened, in a year, objective member can correct this removal, opinion of removal. If he can correct, page, this is okay. If he can correct 500 one or more opinion to support to objection to removal, he is not rejected. But within 1 year, he can correct this or less, he is removed. Like this, 1,000 members are removed and it may become 10,000 members. So like this, it can be supreme authority in the world. Thus, world government is a supreme authority. There are other pages, but it will take time to explain everything. And so I explain very basic things, very bad speaking. And this is a World Party Declaration. I will adopt. I cannot explain this. Then I can explain this, but I explain only basic parts. So if you do not object, please help this. So this is my. After this, I ask for adoption. was Roberto explained. But thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now I request Director Mr. Masato Siyama, Director of Japan, Masato Siyama, to deliver his speech.
I am very happy to participate in a speech like this today. I wanted to be able to engage in constructive. I wanted to be able to engage in constructive encounters and dialogues. I'm very sorry for my personal affairs, but when I was younger, I had the opportunity to touch the unfairness of people in Nepal and have been trying to make matters better, so I am helpless. I think that we humans have been desperate and have come to here with good intentions as much as possible. Thanks to that, the IT revolution has occurred in recent years. The law of capitalism has begun to change, and equality has also increased. I think that we who live in such a background are required to have a service mind that is undercollected more than ever. It is truly wonderful that people from different religions gather here in Nepal, believe in the future, and innovate towards a lasting peace that all exists. Lastly, I would like to express my gratitude to Mr. Suzuki who set up a place like this and the highly motivated people who participated. And I hope that we can continue to pursue a society that everyone can convince. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I request Director Mr. Mohammad Niamot Khan, World Party Bangladesh.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Dear world citizen, good evening. I am very glad and grateful to Allah. He helped me to attend our third World Party Convention in Seoul. And a lot of thanks our Honorable President Mr. Toshio Suzuki to arrange this convention for us. We want to improve our world. We don't want war, and we want face and face. World Party can give a new world. If a man get benefit, a family get benefits. If a country get benefit, the whole nation got benefits. If our president want to give us a new world, it is possible for him. If he makes a workplace around the world for world citizen, then we see face nation, each country, and also we get a peacefully life. Our prophet said that 1 hour's meditation on the word of the Creator is better than 70 years prayers. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what do are in harmony. Mahatma Gandhi. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. Nelson Mandela. I have come to realize that people are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. Abraham Lincoln. May brings happiness in the all brings life, not only human. May longevity, world party activity and super all over the world, and let we try to bring a better world for all by world party who is the main in basic of say. Thanks all.
Now I am editing it, changing the program. I will request Lion Dr. Afroza Begum Happy, World Party Bangladesh. He will recite a poem, World Federation, in the name of Mr. Toshio Suzuki. Lion Dr. Afroza Begum Happy, World Party Bangladesh.
Respected Chairman, World Party, Chairman of Third World Party Convention, Director, delegates from different countries. Assalamu alaikum. World Federation, the name of Mr. Toshio Suzuki. I owe to God, He showed me the earth. I owe to my parents as they have grown me. I owe to my country where I was born. I owe to the people who renovate the world. My life work is to establish of a world federation. I may renovate it, connect into the next life if World Federation has not yet been established. My life work will be again the establishment of the World Federation. Written by Major Sheikh Habibur Rahman, Director, World Party. Dhanyabad.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the oath of our beloved President, Mr. Toshio Suzuki. Thank you. Now I request Mr. Konjik Jaidi, World Party Thailand, please deliver your speech.
Hi everybody. Allow me some time to start going live for my Facebook friends. I will have another session of live.
Sorry,
people, I think I'm ready. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, everyone here. Mr. President, Mr. Toshio Suzuki from Japan, and all World Party members from around the world and some parts of the world. And good afternoon everyone here, and good afternoon to all online audience, online human being friends around the world who are watching live program of our World Party page on Facebook, and also my friends that I show live of this session, my speech on my own Facebook profile too. So today I'm glad that I get a chance to come here to speak to you for the Third World Party Convention on December 15, 2019 in Nepal. My name is Kongchak Chaidi, in Thai pronounced Kongchak Chaidi, and I'm a member of World Party Thailand. So I'm gonna, where is the sorry, my mistake. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So, my topics to talk today. First, allow me to apologize for wearing hat in front of you, because if I remove my hat, I have little hair, so the light will be too much for your eyes. So let me. Alright. So my topics are divided into 5 parts. First part will be about the principles of world unification or world federation, that Mr. Tochi would like to use this word. And the next topic will be about my regular activities for world unification, what I do regularly every year to make the dream of one world become true. And the third topic will be about my political background, because we, World Party, is aim to be a political party in our countries, right? So let's talk about my political background too. And the fourth topic is requirements for a Thai political party. What are needed in order to set up a political party in Thailand. And the fifth topic will be about the current status, current situation of World Party Thailand at present. So, regarding world unification principles, why do we need world federation? Okay. May I ask opinion from us? Like, can anyone would like to give your idea? Why do you think we should have a work federation? Anyone want to show one good point?
Just to prevent or reduce the war. Number 2, establish international currency. And number 2, provide employment to all people. These 3 basic requirements for the World Federation.
That's great. That's the benefits that Mr. Tochio also mentioned. Okay. And because we human beings are of the same species, as Dr. told us, right? We have blood, same blood, but although different groups, but all countries have these 5 groups, 4 groups. Okay, yeah. Blood of human beings are the same. Everyone are the same. We all here from different countries, but if people from outside come here and don't know us before, they cannot tell that who is from which country, right? They cannot distinguish from our faces. So that means we are similar human beings. We are same human beings. And also our land are the same. Like in Nepal, I walked back with Mr. Toshio yesterday to the hotel. We buy some vegetables that can be grown on land just similar to that of Thailand. So land is the same. People can go anywhere on land of our earth. Then why we need to separate our land? So come to the second point of the principle, that there should be no borders to block free movement of humans. Because as we have borders, right? There are the borders of national countries. In of every countries, if we count all the world, is cover like many kilometers and many great number of areas. So that's the problem for people who used to walk cross borders. They cannot cross easily, and also for us who come from other countries. Like me from Thailand, in order to come to Nepal, I had to spend time with the immigration office with the Nepal embassy in Bangkok, and then before leaving the airport, I spent time with the immigration control, and when arriving at Nepal airport, I also need to take about 1 hour to pass the immigration gate. So our process take time, and if we can move around the world easily, then we can save much time to do many other things. So, and the third point is that there should be no wars among human beings, because we have ability to negotiate, to talk, to understand each other. Even with dogs, we can love them. Then why with same human beings we cannot love them? So there should be no wars among humans, because military cost is a lot. The whole world. In 2018, the statistics show that the cost was 1.8 trillion US dollar, which is very, very expensive. That's a lot. This money should be saved for like promoting education of people, or doing medical services or to help poor people, not sitting for fighting and killing. And war victims include all of us because we also have to pay tax for the people who like to make war, and also we face fightings of groups of people also, so that's not good. And when we have World Federation or World government can keep good things to remain and eliminate bad things to disappear. So suppose some people, like those who say themselves are anarchists, or they don't want any government at all, then I wonder if we have no government at all, then maybe the good things that a government can do cannot happen. Like, for example, like the eradication of some diseases, some epidemic diseases that can be controlled by measures of governments, maybe have problem to be eradicated. And like internet that we can use these days, maybe if without governments, then no one can manage it. So we will not have availability of internet like these days. So World Federation government can keep good things like this to remain and eliminate bad things like those borders and wars or poverty. So this photo for that for indigenous people in America, they used to cross border freely, but when countries exist and say that is this country, it is that country, on their land, they cannot go to visit their relatives like before. I think that problem also happened like in India and Pakistan, in some place that people used to be friends, then they stop the border crossing, then that caused trouble for people who live near borders, right? Actually, they didn't cross the border, but the border just got decided to be on their land, so they have problem. So there are many problems in our world that can be solved by World Federation, like school fights, that because people think that they are different, right? But if we have World Federation and that can promote love among human beings, then people will be less likely to fight. And we will have less wars, less assassinations, and then for pollution control, the government can share resources to help us the problem of poverty too. Terrorism now happen because terrorists, they want to have their own territory, like they want to set up their own country, right? So there are many groups of terrorists now because they think that, oh, if they have their own country, that will be better for them. But if we have World Federation, that the government can make people realize that if the world become one, that's better. So terrorism idea cannot happen because we don't want anyone to separate from one world, because one world is the best condition for all human beings. This is the beautiful places in our earth that are waiting for us to observe. If we successful in unifying our world. We can go to these places with ease, and yeah, it will be good for us. So, in the ideal world that we should reach, in my opinion, it's not the world when everyone is rich. Because some people say that, oh, I have to be rich first so that I can help others. But in my opinion, I don't think so. The government do not need to make everyone rich because it's impossible. But the goal should be everyone is happy. That is possible, because happiness is free. Everyone can be happy with understanding on how to live and have something to live their life. And the world government, world federation, in order to make everyone happy, they should truly love everyone. That means when we have a world federation government, the government members should really work and share to make people be happy or have good condition of living together. And that means the government love them, right? The government should not, like many governments did say that they come when they get power, they take advantages over others, and that causes problem in many countries now. The protests are everywhere, so that's not happiness. So happy can come when the government really love all people, all human beings, and make everyone happy. So now come to my second topic. Because I see the good point of being one world, have no borders and have no wars. So I try to promote this idea to people in my area. So every year I have 2 events in my area. The first event is called World Unification Update Conference. This event is around February of each year. Mr. Toshio also used to join my conference. In my first slide that show the photo of Mr. Toshio. That was one of the conference that I organized. And the other event is called Round Bowl Swimming Contest. In this event, it will take place in around September, in the rainy season. So in the United World Monument, this place is called United World Monument, has water. So I let people swim across this, have kind of competition. So it's a symbolic event to show that when we have no borders in our world, everyone is free to go anywhere. Everyone is free to even swim around the world. It will be much more fun, and our world will be a lot more enjoyable to live. So these 2 places are close to each other, the United World Pavilion and United World Monument. So I made them public places that anyone can go. So you are all invited to join these 2 events. So go there, I can try to help you in everything, but I have not much money like Mr. Toshio. I cannot sponsor your transportation, but I have free meals for all participants, all audience that join my events. So, all right. So next year is coming soon. The next update conference maybe in I have not decided that date, but let's. Okay, good. Go to my political background. I used to be a politician. You may not believe. I used to join the 2009 Bangkok governor election. This is the election to select the head of Bangkok. You know, the mayor of Bangkok. That means the biggest man of the capital city of Thailand. So I joined at that election in 2009, about 10 years ago. So let's show you some video that I appear on TV that they came to interview me.
Conจากใจดีหรือโกหรือลิกโลกเป็นผู้สมัครอิสระหมายเลข5ซึ่งประกาศนำธรรมะสร้างสุขให้ชาวกรุงเทพแสดงความชัดเจนตั้งแต่ประตูหน้าห้องอาศัยห้องนี้คือลำพังมากว่า2 ปีอย่างเรียบง่ายมีเพียงสิ่งของเครื่องใช้ที่จำเป็นเป็นเครื่องมืออุปกรณ์หาเสียงเพิ่มเข้ามาอายุ31 ปีเป็นชาวศรีสะเกษมีพี่น้อง4 คนเป็นคนสุดท้องและผู้ชายคนเดียวเข้ามาอยู่กรุงเทพตั้งแต่เรียนมหาวิทยาลัยจบปริญญาตรีที่เกษตรศาสตร์และปริญญาโทที่อเมริกาเริ่มงานที่กรมป่าไม้ลาออกมาทำงานบริษัทเอกชนสลับงานราชการไปดูงานเมืองนอกหลายประเทศทำงานที่สุดท้ายเป็นนักวิชาการสำนักงานพัฒนาเทคโนโลยีอวกาศและภูมิสารสนเทศองค์การมหาชนตัดสินใจลาออกอย่างไม่ตั้งเพราะไม่ถูกใจนโยบายผู้สมัครครั้งที่ผ่านมามั่นใจมากว่าการลงสมัครครั้งนี้จะมีส่วนช่วยผลักดันให้สังคมดีขึ้นการแต่งกายที่แสดงออกให้เป็นจุดเด่นนำเสนอสิ่งที่ต้องการจากสังคมแสดงความเป็นตัวตนอย่างอิสระเสรีเพื่อนมาร่วมงานให้การแต่งกายเป็นเรื่องภายนอกแต่เนื้อแท้เป็นคนมีอุดมการณ์ถึงแม้หนทางสู่ตำแหน่งยังอีกไกลและทางบ้านไม่มีใครเห็นด้วยที่ลงสมัครแต่เป็นจักยังมุ่งมั่นสารอุดมการณ์สร้างความรักในธรรมะให้เกิดขึ้นในสังคมโดยไม่แบ่งแยกจากสำนักข่าวไทยรายงานเราจะแนะนำให้รู้จักที่ตลาดเปลี่ยนที่หมายมาเจ้าพ่อเป็นไทยครับมาเป็นครั้งที่3แล้วด้วยนะครับเพราะเอกได้ตามเป็นประธานอยู่
So in this election, I spent money for about 80,000 baht. 80,000 baht, maybe around 3,000 US, maybe. Yeah, around that. 3,000 US dollar. Is it expensive? Very small. But you know that in that 80,000 baht, 70,000 baht is required for the application. Application fee is 70,000 baht. So I use only 10,000 baht for promoting myself. I just made this poster about 10 of them and put in some important places in Bangkok, and then I write in a piece of paper and put in somewhere, and then just go anywhere by buses to around Bangkok and promote myself. And I got there were 14 candidates at that time, and I got votes for 2,400 votes and ranked number 9 among the 14 candidates. So anyway, the point that I go to the election is in order to promote my idea of world unification, because my policy number 2 is to promote love of all human beings without separating anyone. Okay. But yeah, I was not successful. So if Mr. Tocho want to sponsor me in the next election, I will accept. Maybe. All right. Now let's come to the point. The important point in order to set up a political party in Thailand. If I really want to have a world party that go to the general election in Thailand, I would need to have, this is a requirement from the Election Commission of Thailand, or ECT, right? They said, at first, I must get signature of at least 15 persons to submit application, and I have to write the name in Thai and in English of the party. Like in English would be World Party Thailand, right? Or World Party. And have a logo. I have to design logo, and then I send the application, and they will have an approval that can be used for 180 days. And in 180 days, I have to get 500 more signatures of members, and I need to set up a meeting with at least 250 members, and we have to find at least 1 million baht in the account of the party, and then submit to ECT to grant final approval. So that's cost a lot. 1,000 baht. 1,000 baht I have, but 1 million baht I don't have. So difficult. So there are, quite difficult to set up a party in Thailand. So in the current situation of World Party Thailand now, there are only 2 members. One member is me, and the other member is someone that I cannot contact. I try to send email to him, but never get reply. I don't know. And I try to convince my friends. I can say in Thai,เพื่อนดูเฟซอยู่เนี่ยมาสมัครเป็นสมาชิกพรรคชาวโลกด้วยกันนะ I tell them like this to join World Party, but no one accept my invitation yet. And so we need a lot more people to become members of our party, and we should have activities to convince people to join. So before that, I think World Party Bangladesh and World Party Nepal, World Party India may be good examples for us. Okay, I can see how you work, how you form your party, then I will copy, do like you. All right. So that's all for my presentation. I would like to express heartfelt thanks to all the audience here and online audience, all members here and members of World Party who cannot attend this event. We and the host members in Nepal and help make this event happen. And most important person is Mr. Toshio Suzuki, who is very admirable or impressive. This young man is so active. I couldn't believe in the first day that I arrived here, he was waiting for me under the rain, under the cold weather. He worked so hard. So, we all here. We're all here to okay, I finished. Even though we are small, but we dream big. We will use our limited abilities to change the world, even though we are not clever. We are not so.
Thank you, gentlemen. Probably you have seen his feelings. Feelings for humanity, feelings for love, feelings for the World Party. Those there, only 2 members. Even then, he has come after a long journey and spending time and for his valuable speech. Thank you once again. Now I request Dr. Lalit Kumar, World Party India, President, World Party India, Dr. Lalit Kumar, you are requested to come and deliver your valuable speech, Mr. Dr. Lalit Kumar. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, dignitaries and all the delegates. First of all, I should say namaste to all. It's our culture to greet everyone with the namaste. I hope the mic is working. Today I am here to present myself on behalf of World Party India. We have hosted His Excellency Mr. Toshio Suzuki on 15th of August in India last year. And we had a very well event over there where we have have resumed World Party India to be as a political party for the World Party branch. Because I believe myself personally, when I have gone through with the ideology of being a World Federation, I myself found where I can foresee the future comparatively with the past. Because the generation and the modernization in the generation gap, what I have observed in my life till today, I'm almost 35-year-old. When we were born, there wasn't have computer, there wasn't availability of that much of internet and all. And then we born young, we went to schools, we finished, we saw the computers, we saw the English language coming up into the courses. We found lot of changes. I required a cordless mic. Mr. Koji? Yeah, I need cordless. Thank you. So I'm comfortable always down to the stage, so pardon me. I found myself to let's begin with a thought, because God has gave us a birth with a particular reason to every one of us. So it is like I was questioning myself that why I am born, why Gandhiji has born, why Buddha has born. Everyone has born with a uniqueness, and that uniqueness what I found into the His Excellency Mr. Toshio Suzuki. When I study about him, I own a research foundation over there in India, that is Scientifically Research Innovation People's Foundation (SI). My work is to observe the innovative people's work, to find out the research from them, and put it into the transformational education, which I want. I do it for my entrepreneurship development, for my academy, my own people. There I came across this sentence, poverty eradication, which again clicked to my mind. I said, I am in a need of where I get a path guider for me, as an advisor for me, to update me with his knowledge, with his skills, that how I could develop the poverty from my country, from my own people. There was an option with me by developing an entrepreneurship model and giving them a good economical support by providing them. But what about my country, my people, my global world? Because what I believe is the same, that the basic key benefits of the World Party, the 3 key benefits, which can definitely support us and help us to unite a one world. Because what it is written in that World Federation can prevent the war. This leads to the reduction of death and wounds of the people and destruction by the war. Now, to specify this sentence to me as a personal life, my dear Excellency, I have a family member whom I lost in India-Pakistan war, in Kargil war also. One of my father died. He was a major. His entire family was what kind of trauma we know. We were childhood friends. I have a neighbor who lost his his half of the body got paralyzed because the 3 bullets gone inside his sternum, and which has not been treated well, or maybe the surgery. But due to the damage of his organs, his almost half body was paralyzed. And he is still living, but on the bed. That is a gift of war.
Likewise, my father lost many of his colleagues from the army. So when we see their houses, their widows, their children's, someone have single girl child, and more on that, we have a very odd tradition earlier days. Like once the woman got married, and if husband dies, they don't get married for second. They make them as a widow of that particular man, and entire life she has to live a single woman entire into the family. Some family supports them as a member, and some family will not support them. They have to live alone separately. Neither they get supports from their maternity family, and neither they're into the in-laws family. So I have many of such kind of families known to me, because being into my social research, I have been many various places. India is a vast country. Maximum peoples are there with the very brilliant thoughts and all. I used to share lots many things. Then there was only one saying: who wants the war? Who wants to bomb the whom? Why do I have enemies problem with the Canada or Pakistan or anybody? We don't have. That is at all with the some organizations which wants to benefit their political things, or maybe could be. It is only at to that level only. But in our street, in our society, in our neighbors, we have a Muslim family, we have a Christian family, we have a Brahmins family, Hindu family. All are staying all in one road, one street. In schools also, we have a very mix of culture. There are even a Christian government school. Hindu boy can take admission. There are a lot of things where we accommodate our religions. We never found ourselves any partiality. Then this point was very much fixed to my mind that yes, as a member, I should support this valid point, because this point has got a meaning. If the particular federation forms and then this supports that the prevention of the war or the distraction by the war, definitely going to reduce the death, the traumas, and obviously we'll have our people in between with us. This World Federation can internationally issue the common currency. I must say it is an economical thoughts to develop the poverty, because there are a lot of various transactions things going on in the India. There are a lot of exports to the globe and lot of things they import. Me too, from the business community family, we too see many of my business friends, they have to pay a lot of exchange rates fluctuations, which actually maybe there could be an adminal charge, but can't be like this. Why a dollar costs 75 rupees? Why a Indian rupees cost just 1 rupees to 70 rupees to $1? There must be an equality of the common currency. I suppose that if the common currency floats in the future, there should be an equality for all over the world citizens. Because what we want, someone from my other colleagues shared that when we have all the, yes, I think, yeah, you have explained that we have all same blood group and we eat all same kind of food. Someone eat veg, someone eat non-veg. We don't eat stone. Does we stone eat the sand? We don't eat grass. We eat only the food, healthy food. To buy that particular food, still the people have to bear the cost, all these things. And the farmers who cultivate it, ultimately he becomes poorer and poorer. He takes the loans from the bank and then cultivate it, and he doesn't get what he wants. So my ideology is to follow some particular strategy to focus with my community, my parliamentary constituency, where at least I can focus the major key benefits and then some other undertakings which we have discovered upon the research of the particular area, particular need, where the education is the must, because if a person is educated, he can survive for his entire life. And in India, if there is a saying, even if a woman get educated, she teaches the seven, because she becomes mother, she becomes sister, she becomes wife, she has a multiple role. Same way we also too have. So if we are educated, we can teach. So further that, from the synapses, from the soul federation, again I have deep study into that. Okay, how we will develop this, how this world party gonna act, how we are going to support it. Actually, it is nothing, it is making a common sense. That is what I understood from him. So if we make a practice of this common sense, of being a peaceful, being a kind, and then with the common thoughts, because we all as a human being always to fulfill only the 9 to 5 job and our responsibility to our family, there are only 2% of the population where the population thinks about the country in our India. 98% of the population thinks only about their need. Okay, I should get it my service charge from him, that's all, I'm free. I don't know about the rest. So I don't know what I am making it. People would be calling me mad, or people would be calling crazy. But something I learned it when Mahatma Gandhi ji was initiated. He was initiated after his return from the South Africa, because he had a bad experience. Then he thought of that it should be in India. I should be fight for my own people. And he dignified it everything by leading lot of various campaigns. He finally gone through with the multiple people in the support of. So it took for him for him also to cover and get India free. It's almost 35 years war fight. My intention is only this thing. I have learned it that I should go slow. That is what I see in World Party also. If we go slow, understanding and observing the things, we will definitely get to our goal. I have set certain goals with the World Party to World Party India, which followed by the 3 key benefits. And I know that I'll get a good supporters to volunteer this service for the World Party India. And obviously, Mr. Toshio Suzuki will provide us his guidance and his support so well. So with this, I thank you all, and I thank you, Mr. Toshio Suzuki, too, for inviting me here for the Third World Quality Convention. And I wish you all good luck and best wishes to World Party Japan. Thank you. Thank you. I'll just say, can you just scroll down? I'll just show something. Yeah, I thought this is the pointer.
Yeah. That pointer. In order to use it, you press the back. Yeah.
Mobile. Which one? Copy.
So how you close this? This is I wanted to show with the support of and guidance of Mr. Toshio Suzuki, His Excellency. We have designed a flag. I'm not familiar with this slider. How I can, yeah, okay, I got it now. It is not actually in PPT, that's why it's moving fast. So, and this is the, I'll just run here. Yeah, I'll just read. Yeah, it is basically it's a world federation uniting the individual irrespective of age, sex, caste, creed, religions to volunteer their services for the betterment of the people of the World Party India. And also we are uh, focusing on the anticipating of the peoples of with the foresighted view to volunteer their services for the global success and in establishing of the World Federation. Our prime focus is of the making or suggesting to the particular means we will be proposing this a little bit of relaxation or maybe ease into the global visa policies because all over the globe we have seen multiple Indian peoples you may find in every country almost. So it has been like going with the for the more countries. If they offer us ease of visa policies, many people can travel to many countries and followed by the trade things. This is the research and developmental work to establish the World Party India and recent political horizon thoughts of the adding the value. So, and our strategy to go into the this thing, this organizing the seminars, workshops, and symposias with the regional areas and conference, and then international peace and with the support of this is what my organization goes with United Nations 17 goals. So we will be just to following that too also and necessary undertaking can be later on drafted or attached. So that was the only thing. Rest is the I think you will be having the copies. So this is the flag which we will be planned to as was a World Party India. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, gentlemen, we are fighting for World Federation. Now I request Dr. Sarwar Alam, World Party Canada. Dr. Sarwar Alam, World Party Canada, he will deliver his valuable lecture.
Good afternoon, everybody. Your Excellency, Honorable Toshio Suzuki, the President of our party and the President of this convention, respected One Party directors and delegates, thank you for having me here. This is actually my first time attending a One Party convention, and I thank you, Mr. Dr. Suzuki, for helping me to get here. I'll begin by telling you about myself. When I was very young, in the university first year, I found some documents in my library. I actually studying political science, and in my political science department library, I found a bunch of literature on world government, world parliament, these kind of things. So I went through those documents and I fell in love with those ideology, with my fresh mind. From that time on, I got involved in this kind of activities. And the organization I got into was World Constitution and Parliament Association. They are based in Colorado, USA. They founded in 1955. So my point is here that 1955, actually this idea came into people's mind concurrently with the establishment of the United Nations organization. But the United Nations was founded on some conditions that they totally failed, and the demand of this World Parliament has grown. And today we are here debating still the need for World Parliament. And for this movement, I was assigned to organize young people. And I traveled the world and I met young people, young leaders, and I found tremendous response from them. Because the young people, they dream for a better world. And they care about the future. Today, the biggest challenge for us is climate change. And look at the world. We are destroying our earth, our beautiful world. What we are doing to save our planet, we are not doing anything. The greedy corporations, the greedy governments, the politicians, they are thinking about themselves. And what about our future generation? We are not thinking about them. We are being very much selfish. Because of the climate change, the millions of people will be displaced. And where they will go? Who will take them? There will be tremendous amount of shortage of water, drinkable water. Are we ready to share our resources? We are fighting, we are involved in war everywhere. And the biggest threat to the world peace is today called poverty. This widespread poverty that nobody cares about. Richer are becoming rich, and the poor people are becoming poorer. So this is the ideology that we are talking today, the world parliament, world government, unifying the people, unifying the ideologies, so we can save this world. We can live peacefully, and we have to work on the strategies, how we can bring together all the people from different background, different ideologies, is by educating them. When I met people, I talked to them, I found they become excited to hear all these good things. And I realized that they lack knowledge. The knowledge is important. The information is important. Today we have tremendous amount of technology that is helpful to spread this information. How the world government, world parliament can achieve the world peace, eradicate the world poverty, and we need to get young people into this movement, because they have energy, they have fresh mind, and they can lead for the future. And Dr. Suzuki, he started this movement with a wonderful goal that we want to see the result in our lifetime. So the way the world is changing is not too far that maybe we'll be able to see the world government and world parliament established in our lifetime. So let's be hopeful. When I talk to people in Africa, I talk to people in Asia or Europe, people laughed at me and said, "You are crazy. This is not possible." The United Nations is there. The United Nations is nothing. It's just it's an organization of national states, and all the brokers are working there. They're salaried. They have no vision. They just follow, and they have politics, and that policy is to protect national government's interest and the war. United States spent $6 trillion over last decade just in the name of war on terrorism. Why war on terrorism? When people deprived of their rights, they become extremists. Who is ready to give their lives? Nobody. For nothing, nobody will die. There is a reason, because they are deprived. They have a reason. We don't listen to them. So that is why the deprivation bring people into the radicalism. So we have to understand that. So let's show our warmth and empathy to others, show our love to others, be reasonable. All human beings are the same, black or yellow or white. All people are created by the same God. We are same human being carrying the same blood. And this world belongs to everybody. We should not have any border that divide us. That's why we need the world government, we need world parliament, we need world party. I thank you everyone for listening to me. And I invite, maybe this is my proposal, we'll be able to host one session of World Party in Canada. In advance, I invite you. From now on, I'll be working on this. And I invite Dr. Toshio Suzuki to pay a visit to Canada. Canada is a country, I take the pride. I think it's, for this moment, like Japan, we are one of the best country in the world. We are reasonably showing our support. We are taking everyone who is displaced by war or any kind of natural disaster. We are welcoming all the refugees in Canada without any condition. Even the people who are denied by other countries, like United States or any other European countries, we are showing them our open arm that come to Canada, you are welcome. Canada is another world. It's a dream world like what we are talking about, world government. I think that could be a good place for us to have a World Party convention. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sarwar Alam, for inviting us in Canada. Thank you once again. Now I request World Party Bangladesh, Mr. Sakil Sheikh, Secretary General of World Party Bangladesh. Please come into the dais and deliver your valuable speech. Mr. Sakil Sheikh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Best wish and congratulations to all of you on behalf of Bangladesh World Party. I will not prolong my speech because there is more senior and competent person than me have seated. Firstly, I will like to thank two great entrepreneur of World Party Honorable President Mr. Toshio Suzuki, and so far I can think it is not only the party but also a family. We all are members the family of this family. We all have the responsibility to outreach fairly of this party to everyone. I am ending my speech by wishing longevity of the party's president, Mr. Toshio Suzuki, and all members of each of the all world citizens of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sakil Sheikh. Now I will request One Party Mexico, the President of One Party Mexico, Mr. D.R. Castro. Mr. D.R. Castro. He is a very young man, maintaining very good health.
30 years, maybe 25 years.
Yes, I'm an only young man in this group. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends. The first thing I want to say is about the feelings we can't explain in any languages. The feelings with the feelings you can see the souls, and you can see to the happy face like me now, because I'm very happy to be here. I'm being here not to put one pica in Flanders. I'm here because I was working 15 years to stay with all of you over here right now. I work 15 years from my country, and this is the reason my legs are tired, very tired, but not me. So much that tomorrow morning I'm going to the Everest, at the risk of the Everest, and come back at night. If somebody come to accompany me, you're welcome. Well, when I want to say another thing, I think is very important too, because when I was writing my work I'm going to read after, I call some very good friend in Japan, and I asked him,
Can you help me? Do you want to give me some tip for my work, for writing my work? And yeah, he told me just one word. Just one word. And this is the reason I can write and finish my work. I'm going to read for all of you. This document is the last of the trilogy I have, the most recent works. The first one of this trilogy is I don't remember next because I know in Spanish all the time, but as dynamic balance point is the name of my first work of this trilogy. The other is the 50 part, and this one is the postdata. This is the culmination of my work for 15 years studying, researching, investigation, and it's the culmination of my model, scientific model, mathematical model, and that I proposed for the world. And well, was that the name? About the red quantas. About the red quantas. Remember this? This is the memories of the future. This one is dedicated to my beloved mother, as 97 years old. And it's a very short story about what we can do with this world. You can, the next one, my friend. Well, yes. Yeah, okay, thank you. There's the memories of the future. And the next one said, love is not an abstraction. It is a frequency. You can see it here. Well, the next one, please. Yeah. To familiarize ourselves with the topic that we will discuss today. From the archive, we obtained this photo taken by the Hubble Space Telescope, which was the closest to the Big Bang in the 21st century. And as you know now, 3,000 years later, we have photos right from the time of the Big Bang. That means 700 light years more closer. With this Portillo's definition of objects in space, we identified your planet and decided to visit it to learn about its scientific experiences. We travel, and through the hedge we saw it physically within our reach, and we descended gently. There was no entourage at the reception, and a manned vehicle welcomed us. We were installed in the guest complex for medical checkups, health, and adaptation for the environment.
we were lodged in individual suites as common among the population. The comfortable living rooms have large screens to inform and have fun without commercials. They have smart kitchens that facilitate household chores. Can you give me a little bit water, please? In the basement of each building, there are personal electric vehicles. Thank you. Thank you very much. In the basements of each buildings, there are personal electric vehicles which can be arranged to be transported to other places in the city. For family trips and trips outside the city, there are electric vehicles with greater capacity. Yeah, the next one. To vacation or go to other places nearby, we can move by air and vehicles that any person can crew. Furthermore, in support of mobility, collective transport is available in a network of predetermined routes. Now over here, we can see the Artificial Intelligence Center. The Artificial Intelligence Center integrally assists the plans and programs to be developed. Here, in the room of virtual projections, they explain us the process of evolution of the planet until arriving at the point of equilibrium where they are currently after 2 centuries of building society in harmony under the principles of knowledge according with the model. They were exposed to the natural phenomena. They exposed us the natural phenomena that occurred in the history of the planet from its formation to the day of the visit. They taught us the big mistakes they made by endangering the microbiology ecology, affected, altered, or diminished to the degree of total collapse. Because the soil affected by the intervention of man, they continued suffering the synergies of the incumbent mode of production with high probabilities of establishing human groups demanding what in the 21st century named development, expanding territorially and producing with machinery the lands, now the forest, and what follow. That is, applying chemical products for the control of pests and for fertilization with the consequent risk and the other slope of cities that will demand paving for its streets, houses, shopping centers, entertainment, buildings, and roads, considering the population increase, plus cars and everything we knew of the post-industrial era, including 5G microwaves impeded from human optics, like the microbial life in the area supposed to be advanced of knowledge and communication, but harmful to life with the possibility without the possibility of recovering it because the great interested without consonants will affect the microbial life at such levels that it will die as thousands of animals and vegetal species were extinguished. Then the red lights turned on alerted us and forced us to work in an integral way interdisciplinary. Being able to discover, among other aspects of the investigation, how the nature of the microbial life we speak with a comparison in number with the rest of the life beings has the capacity to play with the temperatures. For example, if we saw the environment demanded, or discomposing the hydrocarbons in a process of physical chemical evolution that will take him centuries to organize, as long as they did not notice transformation in his perpetual chain reaction for the protection of himself, life. Then, this articulation of the changed life, through ignorance, we had irrevocably favored for the sake of development with a nature being able to react to the ruin we imposed on it, made us reconsider in the new social organization according to the current knowledge. Supported in the deduction exposed above to achieve the dynamic balance point that establishes the model that governs us. However, there were those who continued in their debauchery, printing paper without making and go into the 21st century, invest in more progress from this perspective, falling behind the universe project. Meanwhile, others entrenched themselves with metric tons of gold that were not ones that built the new social order. Of the civilian speculators that today there is not what to speak. The problem of environmental pollution, the problem of the environmental pollution was also difficult to eradicate, and knowing that the resolution to the puzzle will be deep, we started, what happened, my friends? Are you tired? We started by restructuring the teaching learning plans and programs, establishing the education system in force today that will be teaching the students how to safeguard life on the planet and to live contently without more philosophical disquisitions that obviate the nature of which they are part. Science does not separate us from the nature. It's the use we give to it that confronts us with it. The war was the big deal with deaths of entire people, plus the extermination of life at microbial levels, assuming the law of the strongest. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's good.
We almost finished. According to the sustainability benchmarks, we came to the conclusion of how many inhabitants we could live on the planet, considering the variables that affected the phenomenon. Okay, next one. We gradually reduced the population for 2 centuries and let nature work in freedom without civilian beliefs. On all continents for your recovery, coastlines, desert, and poles. At the time, we started to build green cities of no more than 1 million inhabitants, oriented to north-south, all buildings. The buildings house universities, schools, libraries, offices, shopping centers, houses, greenhouses, theme parks. Architectural styles of buildings, houses, and apartments are built according to their destination and have the same technologies and amenities. Cities projected to house 1 million inhabitants are strategically located on the base of the earth, fulfilling the parameters of harmony with nature. That is to say, we have thousand cities that host 1 billion people around the planet. This series is not commercial announcements or signs of any other nature. User goods and services are guided by the information provided by their mobile device. The rest of the earth surface, our gardens, is reserved for the wildlife where plants and animals live in total freedom, doing the task of maintaining the planetary balance that can be visited at appropriate times without disturbing the life cycles. Cultural life is lived in theaters, museums, libraries, gymnasiums, auditoriums, and virtual rooms integrated into the buildings. For food production, across the cities, we have big greenhouses to satisfy human consumptions, and we are seeing on the peak. For electric power is provided by the large areas of photovoltaic panels attached to the cities. In areas strategically located close to the cities, hundreds of towers are being built for wind power generation. It is important to note, this is very important to note, that the interproductive plant is managed by 10% of the population that generates 100% of the energy we require, and the remaining 90% of the population is dedicated to preparing for education and sports. The next one is the most yeah, more, yeah, no, down. No. The other side. No. No. Yeah. Everybody knows this formula, but the importance, this is the most important formula and not the word from Einstein. Well, so dear friends, energy has been and will continue to be congenital to our beings. We are energy, we produce energy, What you doing, my friend?
Have you read all this?
Yeah, right there. Right there, that's all. We produce energy with energy. All is energy. All we need energy. All is energy. That is why the whole formula of Einstein is so important. That is still valid today. If we have said that science was born with Newton, it's certain that the age of the knowledge was inaugurated by Einstein. And then everything became waves and frequencies explaining the universe and us with it, promising progress according to the studies of the Artificial Intelligence Center that moderates our human approaches. Certainly, the harmony that we enjoy in our civilization means 5 centuries after Jesus Christ was the result of the scientific conclusion, backed fundamentally by the destiny that we granted to this success at the service of each person, preventing science from getting out of hand. So dear friends, with this energetic baggage, the rest was playing with the frequencies to our credit. And just as his frequency has its color in the spectrum, those emitted by the prime also have their value and color. In the town of the 21st century, we already knew from the bubble experiment to which everyone had access to their PC computer, to personal computer, that knowledge registered on a specific frequency, and that based on the aforementioned experiment, it will be possible to transpose it to affective sphere because it is equivalent, being holistic both. Knowledge is harmony. This way, dear friends, on the screen of your PC, pay attention, establishes the effective social relationship, because if you believe that the poles are equal to each other, when observing them on the monitor, you will discover first that at the beginning they took it fast in 2 or 3 planets, and they are not equal to each other, nor they to themselves in the transit. This is the we are in this activity. But not only that, but the observed movement and was defined the Brownian phenomena is causal for the previous by the context through which energy is charged affect until it becomes uniform in a single plane. That is flow continuous energy affection, to which we shall aspire in the field of human individuals, identify bubbles as free entities by their work in the universe or world regardless of their position, and is all desirable for human behavior in the non-social order. Once reached the evolutionary degree of frequency or affect being different. And then, this is the finish, my friend. And then we discovered that the key to access the frequency of knowledge of harmony consists of 4 letters.
And love, ultimately love.
This is the
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The Castro has given very thoughtful ideas and valuable speech. We must give him very big thanks.
You can see my work in one block. I have one block.
Now I request the World Party President
Nepal,
Pakistan,
Nepal,
Wahid Ahmed. Please come to the dais.
Thank you, my friend.
And deliver your valuable speech in a short. in a short and brief manner, so that we can go for the tea break and our next program.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, okay. Okay, after him, no problem.
So I just want to say thanks because this, as I know, this is my first time in this convention, and I think I'm the only person who is from Pakistan. So I just want to show some brief about Pakistan, so you can know that what is our issues we are facing in Pakistan. Because when I came here, I was confused that how we can work under this party and how we can establish this party in Pakistan if we want. Because if you want to participate in election and if you have a plan to go for election, you have to show people a manifesto. Yeah, this is our manifesto. We are working on this thing and we can help you to solve your problem with our act. But I'm not able to find a manifesto from any party, from Bangladesh people, from even I discussed with the Nepali friends that and even there is no manifesto still in our papers. So it is very difficult if you are going towards people and request for a vote. So firstly they will ask you what you will do for us, what is your manifesto, what you want to do, what is your plan. So we have a general agenda, like we are saying that we are working for peace, we are working against war, we are working for poverty, work for single currency. This is basically international issues at national level or international level issues. But if we are going as a world party Pakistan or world party Nepal in our area for getting votes, then we have to told the people that how we solve their personal problems, like they sometimes they don't have clean water in their area. So what is our plan to do for them? Because if we need vote, we have to give them some hope or some manifesto, something they should vote to you. So this is the one issue that I also want to discuss with Mr. Suzuki, because without a manifesto or without any proper constitution, it's not possible for me to register world party in Pakistan. So we have a lot of issues. Even in Pakistan, we have more than 300 political parties are registered. So now rules are changed. Now they have different. They are required different documents to register any organization or any political party. So it's because I don't have much time to talk, but I would like to suggest Mr. Suzuki and other participants that we should have to work on our manifesto of each country. So then we are in a position to go to public for our vote and to motivate them to vote us, because our vision is very big, but we have to, for laymen, we have to give them what they are facing and we have to support them, and we have to tell them how we can help the poor people to come out of this situation and we can move forward. So I just want to offer my services to Mr. Suzuki as a pro bono basis, that whenever he want, I can assist him in manifesto or in constitution work, because this is my field. So it's and I also want to invite him to visit Pakistan, and then I will arrange his meeting with our parliamentarians and other people. But before his visit, we need some proper constitution, a proper agenda and proper manifesto, because when we are going to invite our parliamentarian to join our world party, so they want to know what is your plan and what you want to do. So this is what I want to suggest, that we should work before going to any election. We have to work for a manifesto or for constitution. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Waid Ahmed.
But your microphone doesn't work. Andreas.
Yes. So now we have Mr. Andreas, the President of Democracy Without Borders. You can sit here too. And Andreas, can you say something? Your microphone probably doesn't work. Okay, I think it works now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Check.
Can you see
All right.
yourself? If you watch our live program, you can see on the screen that you also appear on one. Let me show you. Maybe like this.
Right, we are starting, is that right?
Yes. You can start the
okay.
session.
Okay, I was waiting for you to shortly introduce, perhaps.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Andreas, let me introduce that a little bit. This is our online conference session, and we'll start with Mr. Andreas Baumel, who is the President of Democracy Without Borders. So Andreas will introduce himself about his work and everything first. Then we will ask him about our idea in trying to set up World Federation by having world parties in every countries. Okay, Andreas, start with you first. You can say about your organization, your work, and yourself. Okay.
All right, okay. So good evening or good afternoon, rather, perhaps, depending where you are, or good morning. From me here from Germany, I'm very happy for the invitation to speak a few minutes, Konyak and Toshio, about Democracy Without Borders and our main programs. I understand that that should be around 10 minutes and perhaps some question and answers, and that we will hear the other online presenters. And well, let me start right away by introducing our organization, Democracy Without Borders. It's an organization that has a history based on work on a more democratic and more effective United Nations that started in 2003. Our main program is advocacy of the United Nations Parliamentary Assembly. And we included a new main program this year that was launched just 1 month ago, exactly 4 weeks ago, for a UN World Citizens Initiative. I will speak about both of these programs a little bit more later. But perhaps first some more general thoughts about our background and mission. Generally, Democracy Without Borders strives for a more sustainable, democratic, effective, and peaceful world order. And we are aligned with the general World Federalist vision in this regard. So the long-term goal, in fact, is the transformation of today's United Nations into a body that is more effective and more responsive to the needs of the world's citizens and humanity as a whole. So our starting point is also to recognize that democracy is a holistic concept that cannot be limited to one level like the nation-state level, but that democracy today in the age of globalization and planetary civilization is a principle that needs to be applied at all levels, from the local level to the global scale. And Democracy Without Borders puts a focus in democracy promotion at the global scale, obviously. We recognize that there are good and effective movements across the world at the nation-state level and lower levels, and even at the regional level like Pan-Africanism and in Europe, that do promote democratic representation and participation of the citizens in governance and government. However, we also recognize that there is a large gap if it comes to world institutions. And I think this is the niche that we are working in, namely the promotion of democratic global institutions. And we see that there is a strong interconnection between national democratization and global democratization. From our point of view in today's time, what is it worth if you build the best and strongest democratic institutions at the nation-state level if those institutions and those nation-state governments operate in an undemocratic international system? So we believe there is this interconnection, and that democratizing the UN and global institutions also has a positive aspect on developing democracy at the nation-state level. So we believe this is this interconnection, and insofar our programs that focus on the global scale, they also, they not only promote democratization of the UN, but in this context, it is also the idea that they would support democratic forces at the nation-state level. So since we only got 10 minutes and perhaps 5 left, let me speak about our 2 main programs. One, which I mentioned, is the promotion of the UN Parliamentary Assembly. Obviously, this audience, you will know the UN is an exclusive club of government executives, and the basic idea of a parliamentary assembly at the UN is that this would have to be opened up so that members of the opposition, of minorities, and parliaments generally have an opportunity to be involved in all matters concerning UN governance and deliberation. And the tool for this is a parliamentary assembly. This is not that we invented this ourselves, but it is a long-standing proposal that is actually going back to 1948 or even longer. And it's been implemented in many organizations at the regional level, the idea of a parliamentary assembly. For instance, the European Parliament is an important example, but also in the African Union, the Pan-African Parliament, and we have parliamentary institutions elsewhere as well at the international level, like in Latin America. I believe that, in fact, since you are meeting in Nepal, I believe that parliamentary involvement at the regional level is at this time still least developed in the Asian region, so this might be something to talk about. For instance, in the context of ASEAN and other Asian intergovernmental organizations. So the UN Parliamentary Assembly campaign has been going on since 2007. It is supported by now by over 1,600 current and former members of parliament from over 120 countries. And we are looking at the next year, the 75th anniversary of the UN in 2020, as an opportunity to amplify our efforts promoting this idea, because we believe the 75th anniversary is an opportunity for government, civil society, and politicians, parliaments to look at proposals beyond the day-to-day management and the Guterres agenda. And so next year will be extremely important. And this is also an opportunity for me to speak about the second program that we launched for UN World Citizens Initiative, which is complementary to the idea of a parliamentary assembly. The parliamentary assembly, if you like, is a proposal that you can locate in the area of representative democracy. It's about giving representatives of the citizens a voice. And the World Citizens Initiative is a proposal in the area of participatory democracy. which has the goal that global citizens should be able to put agenda items or proposals on the agenda of the General Assembly of the UN at the highest political level at the opening session each year in September. And it's like a petition mechanism, if you wish, which does not yet exist. And at this time, our proposal that has been put forward by two academics is if there is support of 5 million citizens across the world, distributed across the world regions, that the UN General Assembly would have to discuss and adopt a resolution in response to this proposal. So that's the two complementary programs we do have right now. The UN World Citizens Initiative proposal was launched 4 weeks ago. Like I said, it is by now supported by over 120 civil society organizations and networks, and we are building this support, and you are all invited, certainly, of course, to be involved in this, but also in the Parliamentary Assembly campaign. The UNWCI, the World Citizens Initiative proposal, amongst others, has been endorsed by the Asia Democracy Alliance, the Asia Development Network, and many other organizations like Civicus that have a global character. So since time is short, I should probably stop here, and if you wish, respond to questions. Maybe one last point I'd like to mention is also that we can connect both programs also to the Sustainable Development Goals that are high on the international agenda, in particular to the spirit of SDG 16, which says that effective, accountable, and representative institutions are required for the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals at all levels. And at all levels for us means this includes the United Nations. So we are saying we should take them at face value, those messages coming from the UN, and that's why we believe that there is a strong foundation for the advocacy of a Parliamentary Assembly and the World Citizens Initiative. We will just now also hear Rasmus Tenberg, my colleague, who is promoting a global voting platform, and in this regard, we have a third program if you wish. So thank you very much, and I hope you got productive proceedings in Nepal.
Yeah, thank you very much. Where are you now, Andreas?
I'm in Germany.
Okay, good luck. Oh, sorry, we have limited time, so we will study your work further. We hope you're successful too. All right, see you again next time, Andreas. If we have time, we may come back, but now we have to follow our schedule. So I will let Rasmus speak after you. All right. Bye for now, Andreas.
Okay, thank you very much, and greetings also from Berlin, Germany. Thank you very much for inviting us to address you today, and we wish good luck for your meetings. I will directly follow up to what Andreas said. As Andreas mentioned, there's a third program, but before I do that, let me mention that the first program Andreas mentioned.
Rasmus, may I interrupt a little bit? Because
yes, please.
After you will be Dr. Martin from WCPA, and so can I remove Andreas now first, because our room is limited, so that Dr. Martin can come.
Goodbye.
All right,
let's do that.
Andreas, thank you. All right, Rasmus, you can continue.
Yes, I wanted to continue by congratulating Andreas in the first program. Last week won the second prize in the NGO of the Year award in Brussels, the UNPA campaign. So I can say that because I'm not a member of the core team. My contribution is tiny, but Andreas is leading this team. So I thought it might please you to hear that there is some recognition for that first program, the UNPA campaign Andreas mentioned. The third program of Democracy Without Borders, which I'm responsible for, is the global voting platform based on the old project, the World Parliament Experiment, but we are doing it completely new now. We had over 1,000 participants in the old version, but we are starting a new technology, a new version as a beta test with just a few people, and Contact ID is one of them. But you are all invited if you want to test our new version to join the beta test already now, even before the official launch, because we think this can be an important contribution to the different things we are doing. So to make it easier for you to follow what I'm saying, I would like to share my screen and show you a little bit what we are doing here on the global voting platform. So I hope you can now.
I show you in full screen.
I show you in full screen now. So
yeah, I hope you can now see my screen. And
yeah. We see your screen.
Can you now see my screen with World Parliament Experiment and Democracy Without Borders?
Yep. Yes. We see
okay, so this is the main page of the global voting platform. And I just wanted to show you that you can propose, you can make proposals here on everything, on policies, on candidates, on procedures to support the things we are doing here. So I cannot talk about this in too much detail, but I just wanted to give you an impression. For example, you could create an initiative here. I will do this live now to show you how this works. For example, I could say something about you, the World Party. And I could say we support the World Party meeting in Nepal. And now I do it, give it many days. And now I publish it. And people, saved as a draft now, you can see the other proposals, so now people can vote on them. You can see here the current initiatives, or I can give you one example of one initiative. So you can vote yes or no to one vote. So this is a tool for us to support each other and to have a good democratic process on the internet already. I wanted to show you that we can even support each other as representatives, as parliamentarians. We have a parliament here. You can see our friend Konjak Jaidi here. So it is also possible, if I think he is doing good things, that I can delegate my vote to him. For example, if I think Konjak Jaidi says good things about, let's say, the Global Democracy Project, I can give him my vote, and now he has some legitimacy. Now if we go back to the parliament, you can see that now he's further advanced in the parliament and has more votes. So as you can see, this is still the beginning of this global voting platform. We plan to use it to, for example, to shadow decisions of the Security Council. I can give you an example. For example, here's a vote on a UN Security Council resolution that I show you on North Korea, for example.
Excuse me, Rasmus?
Yeah?
May I exit the full screen? Yes, I want to check whether Dr. Martin has not come. Okay, you can continue.
Okay, so for example, here you can see the Security Council resolution on North Korea, and on our website can vote on that resolution, say yes or no, or make amendments. So we believe this is a big potential. I just wanted to give you a quick impression on what we can do on the global voting platform. There's a lot of material on the website. I will now stop to share my screen and hope that you can see me again. I would like to invite all of you to already become part of the beta test or after the launch to use this global voting platform to promote our common cause of global democracy. I will stop here. I'm happy to answer questions if you have any. I would like to apologize. I would like to watch your whole convention today. I can stay for a few more minutes, but I have another appointment in a few minutes. So if there, I will try to follow a little bit more of your conversations. But if there should be a question and answer session, it would be nice if it could be immediately. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to present to you, and good luck to your event.
Yeah, good luck to your work too, Rasmus. And we can put a link to your beta test program on our Facebook page, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Rasmus, thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Did I click something wrong? Sorry. All right, Rasmus. So, well, we say goodbye to you for now because people are waiting. So, talk to you again later, Rasmus. Thanks a lot for having time for us. Thank you very much. You will try your online democracy too. All right. Good luck. Bye.
Bye.
And Mr. Bowie, because before you, actually the program is Mr. Dr. Martin, but he has not come. So if you want to speak now, you may speak. Okay, but if Dr. Martin come to our online conference, can you let me switch to him, please?
No problem.
Okay, good. Mr. Bowie, can you first introduce yourself, where you are, and what organization do you work for, and what is the work that?
Yes. So I'm in California right now, and it's like almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So just work with me a little bit. I am the director of administration and development for the Democratic World Federalists. We're really in connection with what Democracy Without Borders is actually working on, and that's basically world federalism. Where we actually differ is we like to focus on the messaging of the actual movement and the digital infrastructure. Right now, we're working on a number of projects. This would include building open source, resource network, website development, app development, all these type of things that we want to give access to all world federalists around the world, so they can build up their own movements. A lot of this stuff is just in the infancy stage, so you'll probably see more of this probably around June of next year, or later on in the summer. Another thing we're working on is basically global projects, similar to what you just saw with their initiatives, but this is more targeted actual projects, working with youth groups and other organizations around the world, just providing them with the tools and also connecting them with American resources and political organizations and also officials, different type of projects where we can help them actually make a big difference in their country, from military to actual aid, immigration issues, all those type of things, utilizing the United States government and our connection as American citizens in
using our actual access to the government, connection with you guys and a lot of other organizations around the world to build cooperation. Next is our global strategy, which is essentially focusing on building together the whole movement, connecting all the language we all use in our different movements, and trying to build one focused message for the whole World Federalist organizations. This would also include groups like yours, the World Party, and so we all are working on the same type of things, and we're all interconnected and focused on the same mission. And then the fifth thing is basically we're working on two big events coming in next year in the summer and also in the fall next year, 2020. The first one is going to be basically Climate, Democracy, and Justice Summit, and also the UN 75th anniversary. It's going to be in San Francisco. That's where they signed the United Nations Charter. And so we're going to have a celebration. We are probably going to have upwards to 200, 300 activists from all around the world, activists, experts in international law and also environmental science, human rights. And hopefully we're going to also have some political officials from California get involved, and that would be a big deal as well. Then we're going to be involved in the UN 2020 celebration in New York. That's going to be in September. That's going to be a big deal, really pushing forward multilateralism. And a big part of what we do as World Federalists is we help with digital media. So that's creating videos, producing documentaries, all kind of like content that we can spread out and get the message out there. And also, share your guys' messages and also what your activities you guys might be working on. So I would suggest anything you guys are working on, any kind of articles, or if you guys would like to sit down and have an interview and share some of your ideas, and I can help get that out there. I would love to do that. And then another big thing is that we have a new group growing. They're called the Young World Federalists. And they're actually growing pretty quickly. And I think they should just be mentioned because right now we're trying to move to a new phase with the World Federalist movement, and we're trying to bring in more youth. Because a lot of our movement needs volunteers. It needs people that's going to go door to door, and we need people that's going to be activists on the front lines. While a lot of the more educated and more experts with the skills and knowledge, they know what to do to get things done. So they can have young people behind them, supporting them, so we can have a stronger network. I think that's pretty much it. Is there any questions?
Yes. So, Mr. Bowie, please allow me to. But I will mute Mr. Uncle first, okay? Because Mr. Uncle is not your time yet, I think. So please wait. We still have Mr. Dr. Martin waiting. So I will remove Rasmus from this. Okay. And all right, Mr. Bowie. So as you work for World Federation, kind of similar to our idea, do you have any plans or resources to support world parties, something like that in various countries in a similar way to what we are doing?
I go into specific detail, but in California, in my own district, in my own state, is some very important people in the United States government who hold very high level positions. In U.S. government focused on international issues and regarding foreign affairs, military, and intelligence, and also State Department. Recently we just had some meetings with
some people from Asia, and we also are planning to have some meetings with people in Eastern Europe. So we have been connecting with a lot of leaders in general, but the thing is we have to do a better job of connecting with you guys and working with you guys. We have to have the whole movement, global movement connected, because there's one thing if we can talk to these specific leaders and people, but if we can't have action done on the ground level regarding votes, regarding actual activism or organization to get out a specific message, or if we can provide you guys resources in whatever country you're in, that's the kind of things I'm trying to work on right now. And hopefully I can get some of the tech businesses in Silicon Valley, that's where I'm at. And because I think this is something they will be interested in. But for the last, I would say 2 years that I have been involved in leadership level, I've been really focusing on fixing up our reputation, getting our message really hammered down, and I've also been working on a lot of our imagery. And like I said, in around June, I'm going to be releasing more of those resources out regarding web development, app development, database management, fundraising, and all those kind of things. But I'll be providing more information before 2020 summer.
Question is that how you can help the World Party, World Federation, and how you can join with the World Federation. Can you have any ideas and can you tell something?
Yes. So I think specifically how we can help you guys is with our global strategy. Our global strategy, well, this is where we differ from the other World Federalists, and I don't want to like step on their toes, so I want to be clear that not all the World Federalists might agree with this, but this is what our strategy is. Our strategy is to actually develop, like you guys are doing. Our organization cannot be directly promoting a specific candidate, but we can provide resources, educational tools, and we can connect you with other leaders and develop meetings and coordinate meetings. So I actually looked at your list of all your groups, and over time, as we see specific political events coming up, let's say we see elections, and you guys can communicate with me and say, well, this is a very important election. We think we have an opportunity to really grow out the message. And I think a lot of U.S. leaders in my country would be very, have a very open ear to building up movements in other countries that are democratic and also want to work with a global infrastructure. Depending on the situation, depending on what you guys are trying to work on, I can always get you connected with the people who can probably help you out.
Thank you very much for your active cooperation. Thank you, gentlemen. Now, do you want to ask any question from World Party President Toshio Suzuki? Can you?
Well, I think the number one question for me is, what do you guys think about like the overall World Federalist movement, like all the different organizations? And that could be negative or positive, because we need to do better to understand what the needs of you guys, so we can provide you with more, like I said, resources, more tools, because I don't know if everyone would agree on the World Federalist organizations all together in the world, but I believe you have to work with the bottom-up approach, and we have to give everybody the tools at the bottom, so then we can build up. And I think once we get that going, I think this will all start to move, and it will probably move very quickly. But I mean, it's easier said than done. So like, I want to hear what you guys feel about what can we do more, what can we provide for you guys now more.
bottom-up approach, and your approach is from bottom and it's raising it upward from bottom. This difference, I'm not clear. So, basically, World Party is to establish World Parliament. This is a supreme authority, and not like United Nations. All members are elected from each country, so it can be a supreme authority. And there is a system to remove inappropriate members. So if for example, from 1,000 members, if 100 members object to a certain member, he is considered whether or not he is a prophet. And if more than 50% support him, namely more than 50% rejects the removal, he is not rejected. But less than 50% objected to removal, he is rejected. For example, 501 members objected to the removal, he is not removed. But if 500 members were objected to the removal, he is removed. So 1,000 members may reduce to 10,000 members, but he remained the member is very strong and believe. So World Party can be the supreme authority. This is our basics.
I would say that basically that's what we call a weighted voting system, right? That's what you guys have. I actually saw it on your website. I think the importance of such a system where you break down the votes by population. I actually have some even more stuff, but I don't think we can have enough time to go all into the details. But I would say that if we were to create a world federal government system, this will put countries like your countries, all your countries, Southeast Asia, East Asia. We talk about Japan, South Korea. We talk about Indonesia, India, Bangladesh. I could go down the whole list, Thailand. It actually increased interest very high. United States, pretty much United States and Europe will have to work with you guys because China, Russia, Brazil, I can go down the list, will build a bloc to go forces against each other. So the big thing for us is to improve our message a lot better so that, and this is what I use what I call individual sovereignty and national sovereignty. That's what we want to develop. We want to develop a sovereignty for all individual human beings, no matter where they are on the world or off the world. But at the same time, we want to keep the sovereignty of the nations because it is the local culture as well as the individual freedom. So I try to use these different language to promote the ideas because sometimes different nations, different states are so afraid of, they feel like they will lose all their power. But I think I have to go because it's Glenn's turn now. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I also try to understand you, read your website carefully. So we must understand mutually. Then we can proceed. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Now Dr. Glenn come. All right. Mr. Anglo, can you wait after Dr. Glenn? Your time is in next 15 minutes. So Dr. Glenn, you have about 15 minutes to talk. So, hi, good morning, Dr. Glenn. Can you hear me? Dr. Glenn, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Dr. Glenn?
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Good to see you. I can see you as well.
Yeah, so you are in the US now? Which part?
I'm in New Delhi.
New Delhi.
India.
Oh, in New Delhi now. Oh.
Yeah.
So the time is not the morning then, it's also evening, right?
Yeah. So, how is the conference going? The World Party Conference?
It's going well. It's going well. So we could have an international conference with John, Mr. Bama from Brazil and Bowie. And next is one another class. So,
I'm not hearing you.
We had a international contact with some people. So, and you are the fourth pass of international conference. So you can assist your activity. So we will hear and try to understand.
Okay, you're breaking up. It was hard to follow what you're saying. Should I talk a little bit about the World Constitution and our work, or?
Yeah, that's what our president, Mr. Toshio, asked you to talk. Okay, first we'll let you talk about yourself and your work, the World Constitution, so you can explain what have you done and what you are expect to be doing in making the world become one.
We've just finished a conference on climate change and the Earth Constitution at OP Jindal Global University, which is near Delhi. It's not far from New Delhi. It was a good conference with about 75 participants. And now we're meeting with people in this area about next year's conference. I expect to meet the Vice President of India the day after tomorrow. And then we're scheduled to fly to Assam if everything has calmed down there. You know, there's been terrible social disturbance in Assam, in northeast India. But if everything has calmed down, we're expected to fly there soon because we've got a project that we're initiating called the Global WCPA Global Schools Project. We're initiating the first global school that will hopefully will be able to reproduce with other global schools. And the global schools curriculum will be organized around the unity and diversity of humankind, the ethical and spiritual awakening of humankind, and of course the Earth Constitution, the world problems, and how the Earth Constitution is designed to deal with those problems in a synergistic way. And then we're also up there in Assam initiating the Model World Parliament movement, where we hope to get children, school children around the world, modeling a world parliament. Right now, as you may know, they often model the UN. The children have model UNs, but the UN is not a government, and its vast and useful infrastructure really needs to be integrated into the Earth Constitution, and that's what we hope to have happen. So, as you know, we support the Constitution for the Federation of Earth, right? And this has been written. It was finished in the year 1991 at what we call the Fourth Constituent Assembly, and it has since 1991 we have been promoting the study, the translation of it into many languages, and the ratification of it under the criteria set forth in Article 17. So after we leave Assam, I'm flying to Sri Rampur, India, where we have a new WCPA chapter being organized, and we'll launch that chapter. And then from there we go to Nagpur, India, which is also in central India. In Nagpur, one of the professors in the law school there has been using the Earth Constitution for law students for a number of years, and she has introduced hundreds of law students to the Earth Constitution. So in my view, and I think in the view of WCPA, the ultimate implication of the very concept of law is world law, enforceable world law for every individual. You know, we're all the same on this planet. We're all human beings. We're all part of the vast human unity and diversity of the human family. And because we're all the same, we need to socially integrate at all larger levels, larger than the community level. We need to socially integrate ourselves under laws that protect our freedom and equality worldwide. Laws applicable to individuals, not nations, not militarized, but civilian world police who are enforcing enforceable laws for sustainability, for human rights, for justice and equity, and for ending war. These are the broad functions of the Earth Constitution. So we, in Nagpur, the law professor there is supporting the Earth, is having people who are getting law degrees study the Earth Constitution as part of their curriculum. After Nagpur, we're going to Calcutta, where there is a big world thinkers and writers peace meet, which is meeting between December 27th and December 31st. You may have seen the announcements for it. And this peace meet will, WCPA is one of the sponsors of this peace meet. It'll be an international conference. We're hoping a number of our membership from Bangladesh will also be there, since Calcutta is very close to Bangladesh. And there we will be talking about world peace and how the Earth Constitution is designed to give us a world which is a peace system. Yeah, I think this is an important point, because right now the world is a war system. It's designed as sovereign nations, some almost 200 sovereign nations, most of them militarized. And because a sovereign nation recognizes no enforceable effective law over itself or its citizens, war is the inevitable result. It's a war system. And that's why, you know, since the UN was founded in 1945, we know there have been some 200 wars, many going on right now around the world. The UN is incapable of stopping war because the design of the world system, the sovereign nation system, is a war system inherently. It cannot but give us war. But the world constitution is designed as a peace system. Peace system, a justice system, a freedom system, and a sustainability system. And that's what we need for the world, is systems that empower human beings and take a systems approach to the world itself. Right? The world is a system of 7.5 billion people, all economically related and related in many ways to one another. And the world is a biosystem, a biosphere, with the interdependent ecological subsystems all over the world that needs to be protected as a system, as a biosphere. And it's a human rights system, right? Since we're all the same, we all have human dignity, we need a system which is capable of protecting human rights for everybody on the planet, not just certain countries. where other countries are free to violate the rights of their citizens and so on. So that's what we're up to. And we'll be talking about that in Kolkata, in the big conference in Kolkata. And then after Kolkata, we'll leave India, and I'll have to go back to the United States, where I have courses that begin January 21st. But we have plans for, as you can see, we have big plans for the future. We have under Article 19 of the Earth Constitution, the people of Earth are empowered to start world government now. They do not have to wait until the Constitution is ratified under Article 17. We call it provisional world government. And I think, as you know, we have held some 14 sessions of the Provisional World Parliament to date. The last one, in fact, was in Kolkata 4 years ago. And they've been in different cities around the world. And so that's one of our projects, the Provisional World Parliament project, actually doing it, actually considering proposed world legislative acts that are justified by the framework of the Earth Constitution, and debating these acts, and perhaps the assembled delegates will affirm the act and pass it as a bill. And we have some 67 world legislative acts that have been passed so far. They're online, people can find them online, and what they do is give, I think, a very clear idea of the kind of world that will be derived from the Earth Constitution once it is ratified. The Earth Constitution sets up a world parliament of 3 houses, as I think you know, and there's a House of Peoples, and a House of Nations, and a House of Counselors. And these 3 houses will be legislating world law. And if we want to know the kinds of world law that they will be legislating, we can look at the provisional world laws that have already been passed by the Provisional World Parliament and see what follows from the peace system and the sustainability system that the Constitution creates.
Thank you, Mr. Dr. Modi.
Okay.
You have taken a lot of pain. Hello. We heard. Yes. Thank you very much. You have participated, and you have listened, and you have delivered whatever you have said. Actually, one party what wants. You must know. We want world government, world parliament, world federation, and out of this, we want to establish the human rights in the earth. We are fighting for the human rights of the earth, and for that reason, we should not have any boundary in the world. We should not have any internet boundary. You have seen that there is no internet boundary. I am talking with you. Otherwise, I can talk with you. Hello?
Hello.
You see,
noise in the background.
Yes, you see, what we are telling, we one party want and fighting for the establishment of the human rights and humanity. Because you see, in the earth, the poor people are going to be more poor, and the rich people are becoming more rich, and there is no rules, and there is no law. And for that reasons, you see, UN has got no right. UN has not any control over the USA. USA can do whatever they feel like, or whenever they feel like. So we want to establish a world parliament which is more powerful than the United Nations. So that world parliament should take the decision, and world parliament will be elected by the world citizen. And world citizen will be the more powerful. And that is the world parliament will be constituted by 100 members of the different country, based on depending on their capacity of the citizen, world citizen, like China. China, they should have more members. And this is the way, and only one thing we are giving more important than the education. Everybody should be educated before going to do anything. Everybody should be learned so that we can, whatever we say, they can understand, A literate man can understand everything. And we are to establish, we want to establish one code also. The way we want to establish one federation, we want to establish one code by the World Parliament. And this World Parliament will be constituted by the World Government. And that is our main motto. I think you understand.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for your explanation. Very interesting.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, are we, is our time up? I think it is.
Do you have any question to our President, Suzuki?
I wonder, sir, have you studied the Earth Constitution and looked at how it designs the world system?
I'm not expert of law. I have read US Constitution. Original sentence has not been revised, but some articles are added. And I read Constitution of Germany, India, also WPC Constitution. So you explained in Omoto Corporation in Japan. I had your lecture.
I'm not sure you're breaking up a little bit, so I'm not sure I understood everything you said, but I think I got the general idea.
Yes, I have read your WCPA Constitution and read US Constitution. Okay.
Okay, well, very good.
How many supporters do you have so far for your Earth Constitution?
Well, we have membership, WCPA membership in more than 100 countries, and active chapters in 24 countries. So nation states have not ratified it yet. The actual setup for ratification of the Constitution gives some latitude in Article 17, so it doesn't have to be just the nation states. The people of Earth can ratify it directly, and one of our projects is called the World District Project, because the Constitution creates 1,000 world districts that will be each elect one representative to the House of Peoples. And this world district, so we are in the process of setting up, we've designed a protocol for people to set up world districts wherever they are, especially WCPA members and chapters around the world. And through these districts, we can begin an election process which can ratify the Earth Constitution even independently of the nations, right? But alternatively, the first operative stage of the Earth Federation government can be initiated when only about 25 nations have ratified.
All right. Thank you very much for spending.
Dr. Modin, are you are a doctor? Physician?
I'm sorry?
Are you a physician? You are a doctor, physician?
A physician? No, I'm a professor of philosophy at Radford University.
Okay.
Yeah, I've written. Yeah.
One thing I am added to you. One thing I am added to you. I am an ENT specialist. I am a doctor. ENT specialist. Do you know ENT specialist?
Well, my area of academic expertise is philosophy.
I am ENT specialist. I am talking about that I am ENT specialist and head neck surgeon. Can you hear me?
Understood what you asked.
I am ear, nose and throat surgeon. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're...
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. You are a philosopher. One thing I just mentioned you, that all human beings are having the same group of blood. Do you believe it?
Yeah.
A, B, AB and O group. We are running with this 4 group. Correct? One party want to say that we are from same blood, we are from same humanity, why is so much of difference between the rich man and the poor man? Let me finish. If we ask a pint of blood, then can we tell that I need a pint of blood? I am not talking that I need a pint of blood from a Muslim, from a Hindu, from a Buddhist, from a Christian. We are not dividing our religion, right? We are asking for a pint of blood for saving my life, right? So in that case, why should we not think the poor people are poor, so poor people should need, instead of blood, poor people need something and we should give it. And that is the main motto of our World Party, to solve the problem to the poverty people, to give the job to everyone, and to reduce the weapon and bloodless country and weaponless country is the World Party Federation policy. Thank you, Mr. Martin.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry for having to end the interview with you, Dr. Martin, because I have another appointment and another guest waiting for us. So
okay.
I'm so happy to have you here today, and it's our great honor.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
It was good. It was good speaking with you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. So next, Mr. Onklo. Hello, Onklo. Adamo. Yeah, this is another name of you. May I introduce you? I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting. Yeah, we hear you. Can you move your face to the center of the, all right.
Yeah.
Uncle, first of all, I would like to say sorry for keeping you waiting for long, because I see you've been available for our interview a long time ago. Let me introduce you to our audience a little bit. That you are in Malaysia, you are the supporter of promoting Esperanto as the world language. So you think that Esperanto, it can help making the world become one and bring world peace eventually. So I will let you talk more about your idea and your work. Okay, you can start now, Mr. Onklo.
Okay, all right. Saluton, Senor, right? Yes, that's Adam Mo. You can call me Onklo from Malaysia. Greeting to all of you. Yes, I'm a supporter of Esperanto because Esperanto is recommended by UNESCO and United Nations World Tourism Organizations. So why the United Nations UNESCO wants to recommend Esperanto? There are a few functions of it. First, I would like to say that Esperanto is an easy to learn language where learners can be learned within 6 months. And it is hoped that the Esperanto can be the best tool to eradicate literacy in the world. Recently, the UNESCO has announced that there are 700 million illiteracies in the world, and half of them, that's 50% of them, are young people. Can you see that big number of them are not able to read anything letters? So that's why I'm supporting Esperanto to eradicate the word illiteracy. Secondly, UNESCO has passed a resolution in 1985 to urge all the NGOs, I don't know the NGOs in your country and my country, whether it's the same or it's not the same. In my country, all the political parties, they have to register as an NGO, but under the category of political party or amusement or entertainment or whatsoever. So therefore, if your country is also the same, which means that political party is or NGO, I wish that you all can respect the UNESCO Resolution 1985. You can download it from the official website of UNESCO. It is in two versions. It's in English and in Chinese. Unfortunately, other languages are not translated yet. So, secondly, the United Nations World Tourism Organization also recommended Esperanto as one of tourism language. It is because when one person travels from one country to another country, the other country may not be able to speak English well. As I have observed from the scenes in the conference room, I have seen that some non-English native speakers, they can't proceed with English very fluently. Yeah, because this is not our language. My native language is not English as well. My native language is another English is method language. Therefore, I don't speak good English as well. If we use Esperanto, each of us just learn 6 months, and then we can communicate very well in Esperanto. UNESCO also wish to save the country's money because learning English you need to take more than 10 years or 12 years. As in my country, the situations, we need to take about 15 years to learn English, but not all of them are able to control English well. Therefore, it's a waste of a lot of money. But if we use Esperanto as the foreign language, we just learn 6 months, and then we can communicate well with all the people in the world. Well, I have to thank Mr. Jaidi because I got to know him through the World Parliament now, because World Parliament now has an Esperanto page. From there, many Esperanto speakers share the page to the Facebook. From there, I got to know the World Parliament now page, and then I got the idea of it. I also find that it is quite interesting. Therefore, I also supported the World Parliament now. And now this World Party is another new project. So therefore, I do not know much about this party. Therefore, I wish they can organize a bilingual conference, and then one is in English and the other one is in Esperanto. And then you can attract more Esperanto speakers to participate in your party. I just want to recommend you to check with the Esperanto political party, which names is SAT, which is an anarchy party, and then it's very famous in Japan. And it was later was disbanded in Japan or whatever. I'm not very sure about it. You can learn it up from the history. I don't know what other things that the audience they want to know about it, because it's raining heavily outside, and then I think you might hear some of the noises behind.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Omklo. Very short. Even then, I have to answer. You have asked one question regarding UNESCO. Number 2 is regarding NGO, and number 3 is regarding your UN and also the World Party. And you have asked English regarding the using of the language and language. All those are actually finish one after another. You see, UNESCO is they are working. Actually, they are working, but they cannot solve the problem. Regarding NGO, you have said you have got the political party and they are running the NGO. But in our country, no. Yes, you see, in our country, in Bangladesh, NGO, those who are doing NGO, they are not doing the political party. If someone do the political party, he cannot run the NGO. NGO is non-government organization. So it is for the poor people, for the disaster people, and this is for just for the help. Political organization is too different, and they want to go for the parliament. They are maintaining a party, and they are organizing accordingly. And next question is language. Language, you see, you cannot make common language because we born in different way. And it is the history of thousands and thousands years. So language should be different. But this is a common language, that's English language, all we are using. And if someone learn, he can speak in English. And without knowing English, he cannot communicate. World Party is running their all policy by English language. And we want to communicate throughout the nations by our English language. Number two, you do not know about so much of World Party. You see, World Party want to establish one government, one parliament consisting of 1,000 members, and one federation. For the reduction of the weapon, we want bloodless nation. We don't want so much of war like you see in feudal and Myanmar. There was a inhuman war. We don't want, we don't encourage. You see the Iraq, you see the Lebanon. There are a lot of things are going without the knowledge of the UN. UN cannot sometimes control. So one party thinks that the one parliament should be more powerful than the United Nations. And for that reasons, the Toshiko Suzuki, he is an economist. He is running now 58 years. He thinks that the world peace should be maintained, otherwise the destruction, the environment destroy will be continued. So the poor people will live and the rich people will be rich, more rich. So for the equality, the world federation should be established, world government should be established, world court should be established, and this is the mottos of our president, that is Toshio Suzuki. If you have got any question to him, you can ask any question to him.
Well, I don't listen very clearly because of the noise. Because I just sent the pictures and to Mr. Jaili about the world population speaking English. There are more than 79% of people in the world do not speak a word of English, reported by BBC 2010. And you can see the website in Malaysia, expand those study group link. Well, I know that after Brexit, English is no longer an official language in EU anymore. Therefore, I do not want to argue about which language is better and which one language, but my main concern is to how to eradicate word illiteracy in the shortest time. That is what my concern, because I am doing a lot of work on how to help the poor people and how to get them to be illiterate. That is my concern. Therefore, I think the time is overrun. I do not want to take up too much time. I think you should have your dinner, and then we will discuss better. In fact, I will share this video into the Esperanto political group. They would study your party, and if they are interested, they will join you. And then maybe, I don't know how many of them know English. I don't know how many are from English-speaking countries. Therefore, I let it stay here, and then I will see what I can do to help you. And of course, my main purpose, as I stress again, I'm helping the world to eradicate the illiteracy as soon as I can. I think that's all for now. Thank you very much, Mr. Jaili, for inviting me. And then I think the time is overrun. It is already too late, and you should have good dinner. Bon appetit to you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
So we have finished our online conference. The next program is the World Party Declaration adoption. Right? We will study the World Party Declaration and adopt it together. Pre-discussion first. Yeah, let's break for 5 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, only for tea break 10 minutes. By 10 minutes you'll finish. Do your necessary job and come as early as possible. Thank you very much.
It's okay. I took photos of you, but I will share it now. Your photo.